Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time stopping on this channel, a very warm welcome to you, and hopefully you get to stay and watch more of the videos I've done so far. And if you're a returning subscriber, I really thank you, and I'm really grateful for your ongoing support. The channel is growing slowly but steadily. And guys, I've noticed that most of you have been watching my videos, but some of you haven't subscribed. I'm not sure why. So if you're one of those people who are still coming back to my channel and watching my videos, and you've not subscribed, I am appealing to you to subscribe today. It does not cost you a single penny, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, and you will be doing it for a good cause, which is to grow my channel, so that I can reach out to as many of you as I can. Because you know what, guys, when people are watching your videos, liking your videos, or even giving constructive feedback, or constructive negative feedback or positive feedback, whichever way it is, it does motivate you to keep going than people just watching and not even liking or commenting or subscribing. So that's why I'm asking. I don't think I've asked for a lot from you guys, or I'm asking for a lot from you guys. Subscribing is free, because I think I've not even reached anywhere near 500 yet, guys, and my channel has been running for quite some time now. So my aim is to try and grow the channel to get to at least over 1,000 subscribers. And my videos have been, some people have been watching over 1,000, some people I've seen even over 8,000 views, and not sure why I would have 8,000 views but not necessarily 8,000 subscribers. So hence my appeal to you guys. So please subscribe, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So anyway, a quick update for those of you who have been following me to date. We're still working on quite a few bits and pieces on the property, and I'll be sharing some of those video clips of what we're doing, what we're working on, what we've done so far. Quite exciting, guys, quite exciting, but obviously needs a lot of money to do that. So I will be updating you in as far as our finances allow us. And like I always say to you guys, when you are building, it's not a race. You take it at your own pace. You do it according to your affordability. You do it according to how your plans allow you to. For us, because we constantly going back and forth, we have to be monitoring the project, so it means we have to be using money to travel, and so you have to factor all of those things in as much as we want to get the house done. But my hope is sometime soon that I'll be doing one of these videos at the property, on Mhiribidi House, that you'll be seeing me at the property. That's what we're aiming for, that we try and get what we can, so that maybe we can try and live there. The house might not be complete, but we will try and see if we can, when I go home, that I've got somewhere to put my head, and not burden family with my own clan that I have when I go home. So it's quite exciting. I think that's the main thing that keeps me going, that keeps us pushing and pushing and pushing. When they talk about when you start building, that it feels like your life is not your own. It's definitely true, guys, because any form of any amount of money you're gonna get, you start kind of apportioning it to something. This could actually cover a bag of cement, or this could actually cover some bricks, and you constantly putting yourself second class, because all your building stuff are taking more priority. And that's what I think the last few years of our lives have been. No regrets, but it just feels like all you're doing, it feels like you are talking, walking, eating and sleeping, building. That's what you're doing, building the house. Everything is about the house. So So in this video, guys, you're going to see some clips that we've done. We've started prepping for getting the house plastered. So you might want to watch the video till the end for you to see some of the things we've had to do along the way, some of the decisions that we've had to make along the way. Not done it the typical way that other people do when they are building. Some things we've done them back to front, if there's such a word, where some people will have done it from the beginning. Some things we're doing as we go, adding them on as we go. Whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know, guys. I'll let you be the judge of that. So you might want to watch the video till the end for you to see what exactly I'm talking about. So I do hope you enjoy watching this video, and I've got more videos to upload, guys, so watch the space. Good morning. I hope you guys are okay. I've come to Tenga Cement and next Lepa Irrigation Services. Cement. So those are the 50 bags. So I'm just hoping it's not gonna rain because it is stopped by Mudenga Magade. Some varieties unpredictable, but we just pray it doesn't rain before I arrive to stand. That's the update. Hello. What are you doing? You're a stand. I want to know Budere. I don't know. I want to know Budere. Apa ya kata pura. Aisinye kuremerwa. Ende apa kusaiduka ndosati konyudza zvekudaro. Anatosati konyudza zvekudaro apa. Uku kusaiduka. Saka tikapushai. Mobudisa ndi. Zvinhu Right, so guys, we actually never foresaw, the truck actually sinking. So you can see in the video, they've been discussing, trying to figure out how are we going to get this truck and stuff. One person was thinking about maybe trying to reverse the car out. Another one was thinking of maybe, putting wood underneath the tire that's stuck to try and see whether that can help, and maybe try and dig as well, try and dig it out first and then put the wood and then try and get the truck out. So our soil is quite soft on the yard, so whenever it rains, it didn't rain. That's better. But distance, distance also found because they were supposed to be pan up. So distance vari dzame vakomana vari kutakura chema chaizvo. Inanga I'm just hoping kuti mota yavanhu inobuda payanyura. I just hope it comes out. I hope it comes out. macho. Let's hope I will some bricks up to see if you know gonna be there. So yeah. Yeah, and the garage rotoonekwa kuti rakapinda mvura chaipo. Eish. Ine mvura yacho ndautoya muri kuiona. Ndotoda kutonaya, atosviba apa. Manje kutonaya. Zvakaoma. Eish.
Apa pane nyaya?
Hi. Tape yedu remember haina pressure kusasuku. Kana iri pa tape. Vanasimanga paya vaisibvisa the tape itself wo connected direct pachi pipe chinobva panhankiri pasina chitape. So vari pano vanototora mvura yedu iri kugungwa because haisi kusvika kuno kusika for now vachamboshandisa yemudhamu yekunaya iyoyo ndoma vari kutora vachinda vachinodira uku. Sorry masiso enyu. Right, so as you can see, guys, they are using that rainwater to put it on that pile over there with the cement and the sand. So they will be moving the water from the pool of water we've got at the back, at the end of the garden, right down there, behind them poles there. So behind that, they are collecting rainwater and then bringing up towards the building, and then we're just recycling it. Why not use the water when we have it? And it also helps us to remove all that stagnant water on our yard as well. So this just carried on and on anyway until we moved on to the next stage, where our builder was showing you it started doing the plastering. Right, as you can see, guys, our builders are preparing the next wall that they are due to start plastering. Not sure where those big chunks of whatever it looks like rock or where it's coming from that ground, whether it's cement, maybe from when the slab was done. But they're basically clearing out the area, making sure it's all smooth and ready without too much debris for when they start plastering, and also making sure our conduits, the electrical conduits as well, that they are in place as well, because they will be needing to be secured as well as they are plastering and covering those as well, so that the wall looks fluid. So that's what they are doing, clearing all that rubble. I think all of that stuff is clearing there. Is going to be lots of rubble that will be left over. So that's basically what they're doing, kind of surveying at what, the area they need to work on, removing anything that shouldn't be there. And yeah, it's kind of exciting for us guys to see this, because that just means we've moved on to the next stage. And like I always say, whenever you're building and you start a new stage or you finish a stage, it's always exciting. And that's what keeps you going. That's what gives you the energy to keep working hard, raising those funds, because you know what it can do when you've managed to achieve that stage, or the potential of what's coming when you've prepared for that stage, in terms of the finances for it. So for us, seeing the builders doing all this, it might not mean a lot to some of you, but to us it's a big deal, because we know what's coming. By the time they finish the plastering, we are looking at another stage. And each stage that you go past, it's also getting you closer to your goal of having a finished house. So yeah, that's quite exciting. I remember when we were looking at this, we couldn't help but smile, seeing that. And I wonder what it must feel like when you are on the ground, really seeing all this happening, and talking to the builders. And I'm sure as you can tell, you can hear some of the stories. They've got a lot of stories, interesting stories. If you listen carefully, lots of interesting stories of things that they encounter in life, or whatever is happening at their homes and so forth, and what's actually happening on site. So I think it's something that will be quite interesting to just follow through, come and see, asking, what's happening here, what are you doing now, just for you to have a better understanding. I must say, we have a very good team. They don't mind us asking questions. We do live videos with them and asking what's happening here. Well, if something doesn't look right, we talk about it with them. It is not just about this issue. We also want to find out how can we remedy that problem. What solution do you have, or what suggestions do you have? And then we kind of come up with a collective we come up with collective ideas, and then kind of put it to vote. It's funny, even like with our carpenter, we had to vote on where we're going to have the fisher boards. So it's quite interesting and exciting that they are also feeling involved like that. They're like family, really feeling involved in decision making, and we gaining their expertise, because they've done this a long time, and they've seen different houses, different styles, you name it, they've seen it. So it just helps to just ask them, what do you think? And they give their side of a view of what they think as well, and then we can then make a decision when we've got all the information. And guys, I think this thing of building, it does not have no matter how much you think you've done your due diligence, sometimes things go wrong, and I mean, we've had a fair share of things going wrong. I was telling you about our stairs as well before. It's not the only thing. Even with the plumbing, the first person who did our plumbing got things wrong. That has affected some of the designs that of the outlook, the final outlook of how some of the rooms are going to look. But you know what? These things happen, and I've seen a few videos of people who were feeling in the same situation of not happy. Things were not done properly. People were telling them this is what's happened, and when they were on the ground, turned out to be something different. All I can say is, this building thing, I don't think you can honestly stand up and say, oh, I've got it cracked, unless you've done it over and over and over again. There will be some teething problems. And I think as long as you accept that and how you deal with that and how you make it right, that's what matters. And I think having a good team is also good. It's also an advantage if you've got people who listen to what you want, not see that as intimidating. Like when you ask them, can you explain to me, how is this? How have you done this? No, I'm not happy with this. Can we take it down? We start again. So for us, I think our builders that are good, because anything that we are not happy with, we'll discuss it with them. If it has to come down, it's coming down. And that's how it is. So it's about understanding what your client wants, and also understanding also what is possible or not possible. So for any person who has had a bad experience, all I can say is really I do empathize. I've been through it. But I think it's about focusing on what's the end game of your project. Like what are you aiming to achieve? I mean, if I start going on about a list of, I should probably do a video actually of things that have actually gone wrong with our project. If I was to sit down and really look at it, I would be crying, crying because a lot went wrong. But do I let that put me off and, lose heart and not continue? Absolutely not, because there are also a lot of things that have gone well. So it's about balancing it out and looking, yes, this has happened, but there are also some good things as well that have come out from it, and lots of learning as well that we've had. Because if I was to build a house again with what I've learned on this project, I should probably consider running my own construction company, because gosh, I've had a fair share of experiences, and now kind of know what to expect, how to manage and deal with builders or contractors, or So as you can see in the video, the plastering is going on well, so far. I think we're still trying to decide where the areas that are being plastered, we might have what's called rhino set. I don't know much about it, but I've seen other people's buildings that have had it done, and it looks really nice and smooth. So we will see how it goes, guys. We'll see how it goes. But so far so good. Like I was saying, we didn't put one of the things we didn't do was put door frames. Some people would do it at the initial stages when they are doing the superstructure. We did not do it like that. We were also not sure what type of door frames do we want to have. Do we go for the metal ones? Do we go for the wooden ones? It was and a lot of things that we needed to decide also, and a lot that needed to be prioritized. So we had to prioritize other bigger things than door frames. So now we are working on the door frames. That's why you're seeing that wooden frame there. So some places will have wooden door frames. I think you will see in the upcoming videos, the areas that we've decided to have the wooden frames, that has just been vanished. From what we've been told, the color will change, and obviously when we finish as well, when the house is finished, then we can decide what we want to do, what color we want, what color we want to have as our final look. So all of that. So the wooden doors, the wooden door frames, not doors. We are loving it. But it's a bit on the expensive side, guys. So one door, the size, I think that's the 115 size. It's costing $45 to have it done, to have it made. So you are now seeing our builder actually now talking about, because we were asking why can we see the bricks underneath the plastering, and he's simply explaining that the wall is still wet, and that's why that's like that. But once it dries out, it should look the same as the other walls as well. One thing also we've done back to front was the plumbing pipe work, because the person who did our plumbing did it wrong the first time, so we had to redo plumbing again, like start from scratch, as I've said in another video before. So the pipes are still on top of the ground, but they need to be checked. They call it casing. It needs to be cased into the ground for when they do the rough floors for the bathrooms. So that will need to be sorted out by the plumber, and then the builders will do the rough floors. So another thing that we also came across, guys, was what the builder is showing you right there. I think there was issue with some bricks being cracked. So you were saying that it needs to use lintels to replace the cracked bricks and fill it up with the lintel, because if we don't remove the cracked bricks, it will show, if they plaster on top of it, it will just show the cracks as well, which is not going to have a good finish. So he was advising us that we had to remove all the cracked bricks. They would actually need to remove all of them, and then do it properly again. So that was on one side, and also on the other side. It is costly, to get all these things that you start looking at or finding out along the way. It can be costly because it's adding up onto your budget, and this is one thing you have to prepare yourself, guys, when you're building. You run into things you've not planned for. So I always advise that you need to try and allow at least between 20 to 30% of your finances for fixing things that are going to come up, so that you are prepared and not too disappointed. Because I think when you prepare yourself for that, it won't be too much of a blow. Because for us, I think we've had to learn the hard way with things that have not been done properly. Things can go wrong, so we now just do a contingency in terms of our budget for that. So as you can see, going round, the crack actually is on the other side as well there. It's quite a big crack actually. Not sure how that happened, but it's there. So it has to be fixed before they can plaster on that wall. So that's one of the, those are some of the things that you might come across. But as long as you prepare yourself, you'll be fine, guys. And this is what makes it all worth it, when you see good progress like this. So this is how our plastering is looking now on the parts that they've plastered. Looking really good, and you can start seeing that, it's actually becoming a house. It slowly less becoming a building site. It's still a building site, but you can actually start visualizing yourself in the house. And another thing that we didn't do before was the air vents. As you can see, we are putting the air vents as well. The builders, as they are plastering, they are putting in the air vents as well. And these air vents, we actually bought, you would get two, so the one for inside, so you need one for the inside and one for the outside. So that's what they call a pair. So a pair of those cost was $1 for each, and I think we needed something like I can't remember how many we bought. I think we bought over 40 something events, due to the number of areas that needed to have them. So I'll probably do another video with quantities and stuff on what we used on the cement and all of that for this plastering stage. But obviously it's early days, but yes, we are going through the cement that we bought, the 50 bags you saw. We don't think there'll be enough. We think we're gonna be buying some more, but we just didn't want to buy lots and lots of the cement at this stage, because before we've done that and then it ended up drying out, and that was a loss on our part. So now that's something that we've learned along the way as well. So we prefer to be cautious and do it bit by bit. And that's him smoothing the plastering. The builder is smoothing the plastering. That's how they do it. So yeah, really excited, guys. So you've kind of seen some of the things that we didn't do at the beginning. We didn't do the door frames, we didn't do the events, and we're having to do that as we go. And there will be more, guys, and even the pipe work as well with our plumbing. We will have to fix that and make sure it's all closed in nicely and the floors are leveled. So yeah, so keep watching the space, guys, and don't forget to subscribe. Like I was saying to you before, support. Your support really means a lot, and with the over 450 subscribers I have so far, I am so grateful for you guys, because I would not have been encouraged to keep going on this channel. But so grateful for your support. If you can please share with other people as well, share this video, like the video, so that YouTube can also be pushing my video to other people as well who might be thinking of building, because you never know who might be inspired by this video. You never know. There might be someone waiting to just get that little push to say, you know what, if someone like me can do it, you can also do it. I don't think there's a formula to this, guys. I think it's just a determination. If you're determined to do something, if you're willing to sacrifice, savings and, foregoing some of your luxuries, it can be done. It can be done. But I think what's important is the determination and the will to want to do it. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, that I must say, because I remember when we started, I really didn't want to be doing this, but I think I'm now the one who is at the forefront, more excited, even like when my husband said to me, we might have to wait here, and I'm like, let's look and see what we can do, what we can do to push this, and what can we do. And we're looking together. He's looking, I'm looking, and we're coming up with suggestions on how we can keep the project going. So yeah, let's keep building. Let's keep growing the community. Join the Mhiribidi House family. We are always happy to have you. And guys, keep watching. I've got more exciting things coming your way. More exciting things coming your way soon. So keep watching, keep watching the space, keep sharing the videos, like the videos, comment if you've got any comments or constructive, negative or positive feedback. And yeah, I shall see you in the next video.